All right, everybody, welcome back. It is the last Monday of your fifth grade career. This week, what we're going to do is this week's really different, right? But to start it off, we are going to work on a math activity. So, congratulations, right? You have won Most Likely to Succeed in Math Award. Your prize is $1,500. Wow, that's a lot of money, which must be used for a well deserved vacation. Your teacher will provide you with a list of choices, which I will do in a second. You and your family will be traveling by car, and you must plan all the expenses for your trip without exceeding $1,500. So essentially, guys, you guys are going to come up with a budget for this trip, and you can only spend $1,500. You are not allowed to spend more. Okay? So here are your choices of destinations, places that you and your family can go to. You could go to Orlando, Florida. You could go to Boston, Massachusetts, or you could go to Chicago, Illinois. It is your pick, but it's going to be important that you remember which one you pick and keep in mind that this is the mileage for how long it would take to get to those places. So one thing you're going to have to think about is your transportation costs, okay? Even though gas prices are real low, right? Right now you would spend about $2.50 for every gallon that you travel. So with cars, y'all, they get different what they call miles per gallon. So on 1 gallon of gas, my car might go 15 miles, but Miss Selder's car might go 30 miles. Okay, so depending on what car you have, determines how many miles you get for every gallon of gas. So you get to choose two different cars, right? You could do choice A, which is a small compact car that gets 40 miles to the gallon. Okay, so for every gallon of gas, you get 40 miles out of it. And then choice B could be a larger minivan. So if you have a big family, you're probably going to have to go with that, which gets 25 miles to the gallon, which is still pretty good. Now, why am I giving you all this information? Because you have to determine how much money you're going to spend on gas, right? So the amount of miles in your distance. So let's say you're going to go to Boston. That's 420 miles. And let's say that you're going to have a larger minivan. So for the amount of gallons of gas you would need, it'd be 400 divided by 25. And that would give you how many gallons of gas you would need, right? So then you multiply that number by 250 because 1 gallon of gas is $2.50, okay? And then that would say how much money you need for one way. But remember, funny thing about going on vacation, normally you have to come back. So you have to double that because it's what they call a round trip. You go there and back. Now, for lodging, right? That's where you stay. Okay. You have two choices. You can do a nice hotel with a pool and Wi-Fi for $80 a night, or you can do a beautiful campground by the lake for $45 per night. Now, you're not just doing this for one night, though. You have to keep in mind this is for 5 days. Okay. So if I want to do choice A, that's $80 per night. So I'm going to have to do 80 times 5 to find out that total cost, okay, in terms of my lodging. And then you're going to have to think about food, okay? So obviously you're going to need food on this trip. You can do choice A, which is groceries, and choice B, which is just fast food. If you're doing either one, right, so groceries, that's $15 per day per person. So if I have 4 people in my family, I'm going to have to go 4 times 15, okay? And then whatever that number would be, I have to multiply it by 5 because I'm there for 5 days, okay? And that would be my cost in food for my family. And then if when you get done doing those things, you have extra money, what I want you to do is research something, right? Because you're not just going somewhere and then coming back. You're going to do fun things. With the money you have left over, is there some sort of activity that you and your family could go to and then add that on to your trip, remember, you cannot exceed $1,500. You cannot go over that amount. Okay? So this is all spread out in a worksheet as well. So you don't feel like you have to remember everything I've just said. All right, that worksheet is on Schoology. Please don't forget to send me a postcard. I'd love to see where you're going. Your work will get submitted on Schoology, and you have 2 days to complete this. Right? This isn't like a 5 problems and done kind of thing. Like this is going to take a bit of work, and hopefully you get into it and find some cool activities and you take your time on it. So you have 2 days to do this. Okay? So take your time, quality work. I'm not expecting anything to get turned in today, but definitely by tomorrow it needs to be turned in. Also, please, 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 please do not forget we have our graduation tonight at 6:30. We have something really cool special for you. I think you all are going to really enjoy it. So please make sure you come and see it. All right. Um, if your family does not have the link or cannot find the link, please let me know, and I would be more than happy to share that with you. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you tonight at 6:30. Bye, everyone.